Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and welcome back to another how to install video. In today's video, I will be covering how to install the latest version of Era's Total Conquest, which is a mod for Medieval 2 Total War. I've had a few requests to cover this mod, and the installation process is a bit different as opposed to other Medieval 2 mods, so I'm happy to do a video on how to install it. Now, for those of you guys that have not heard of this mod before, it's basically a World Conquest mod with different and separate campaign theaters. And what I mean by that, if you just read here, we've got 4 separate maps and 12 campaigns to play, ranging between the years of 970 and 1547. So we've got a Viking invasion campaign, Join the Crusades campaign, Resist the Mongol invasion campaign. So there is a lot of content in this mod, which is fantastic. Now, I am warning you though, I have seen reports from people who play this mod that it is prone to crashing, so do play at your own risk and make sure to save your campaigns frequently so that if you do experience a crash, you won't lose too much of your progress. So let's go ahead and dive on into the installation. So we're just going to go to moddb.com, and in the search tab here, start typing in Era's, and then Era's Total Conquest should pop up. And then we're going to navigate over to the Files tab here, and we're going to need the Era's Total Conquest 2.3.7 and the improvement patch, which will add the Papal States, and it adds spies and assassins into the mod as well. And we're going to go ahead and hit download now. And again, don't close this ad here until you see the download begin in the bottom left-hand corner. If you close it beforehand, then it'll cancel the download. So we've got that downloading there. Let's go ahead and go for the improvement patch as well. And just wait until we see it download, and then we'll be able to close it. And there we go. The improvement patch is very small. And now if you don't have the little icon with the 3 books stacked on top of each other and it just looks like a little piece of paper, then you probably don't have any extraction software downloaded. The 3 that I recommend are WinRare, WinZip, and 7-Zip. They're all free. And you can just go to Google, type in WinRare download, hit the first link, and then follow the instructions from there, because you will definitely need some extraction software to continue. But this is just about done, so if yours are not done, feel free to pause the video here, and then you can resume it once your downloads are complete. But now that mine are, I'm just going to go ahead and exit here, and then exit this. And let's go ahead and open up the File Explorers. And we're going to navigate over to our downloads folder where we see we have our 2 downloads here. And then the other side, we're going to go to our Medieval 2 Total War folder. So I will put some annotations in the bottom of the screen for you guys, but mostly the pathways are program files 86, after local C, sorry, program files 86, then Steam, Steam apps, common, and then your Medieval 2 will show up in here. For me, I have it on my G drive, so I'm going to go Steam Games, Steam Apps, Common, and then to Medieval 2 Total War. And now here's where it gets a little bit different. Usually we would just go into the mods folder and download it there, but some of the Era Total Conquest files need to be in the Medieval 2 Total War folder. So just bring this over here, and we're going to actually drop the whole packed file into our Medieval 2 Total War folder, and then we're going to click and then say extract here. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to replace a couple of files, and it will add in the EXEs right in the Medieval 2 Total War folder. If you do not get this pop-up, then that is fine, but if you do, just hit yes to all. And now this process will take quite some time, so I'm going to make a little bit of a cut here, and then we'll bring it back once the extraction is almost complete. Alright, it's just about done extracting, and there we go. So you can see that it has added a couple of new files here. We've got the BAT folder for Era's Total Conquest, and it also has a Windows XP compatibility mode, so if you have Windows XP, make sure to use this one to launch the game. And we also have a Continue Era's Campaign BAT file, as well as some other things. And then if you look in your mods folder, it should have dropped in a Conquest folder. That is your Era's Conquest mod. So that's where all of your data and preferences went. So don't worry, it didn't overwrite any of your Medieval 2 preferences. It just needs to put a couple of these files in your Medieval 2 folder. So now you can just delete the extraction pack. We don't need that there anymore. And we're not quite done yet. We need to do the Arrow's Total Conquest improvement. So we're going to double click on that. Go ahead and exit that. And then Arrow's Total Conquest improves. So we're going to double click on that. And then if we go over into our mods folder and then click on Conquest, we're going to drag this over into here. And it should come up saying, do you want to replace these files? And we're going to say replace the files in the destination. And the overwrite will be complete. There we go. And that is pretty much everything. So I'm going to try and launch the game live using a different recording software, because usually I have to change it over to load into the game and then begin recording in gaming mode. But I'm going to do a screen capture here so you can see how to actually launch the mod. So if we actually just step back into our Medieval 2, and then we scroll down here and double click on Era's Total Conquest, it's going to bring up this little command window here, and you can see it says type the letter or number of the arrow you want to play. So if you wanted to play the 970, you would just hit A, D for 1300, or respectively. I'm going to launch the Crusades mode, so I'm going to type in 1220 and then hit enter, and it's going to begin loading a lot of files, and once that is complete, it will launch into the Crusades campaign. And here we go, loading in. Now because... There we go, let's just turn all that down. Because it's the first time that I've loaded in with it downloaded, I just have to turn all of that stuff down. But now we can load into a campaign. I'm just going to prove that it works for you guys. So we'll go to a Grand Campaign. And they've got a lot of cool factions in this Crusades campaign. Like we've got the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum. We also had the Kingdom of Sweden, I believe, right here. That's a cool faction. I might play that in a Let's Play. But I think I wanted to try the Despot of Epirus. Let's jump in as them, because I think when I tested it, there was a rebel settlement that we can force a sally out on. So let's go ahead and jump in. Gotta love the good old Medieval 2 soundtrack. And this is actually one of the few that I don't have to mute ahead of time for copyright issues, because they use the original Medieval 2 soundtrack. But here we are on the campaign map, and look at this massive map. Really huge map. We've got Africa in here. So it goes all the way down there. We've got all the way over to India here. Really huge map, and of course up into Sweden and whatnot. And we're just this little despot of Epirus. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of troops. I won't need everyone, because I do want to force a sally out. So let's come down over here. And I cannot construct a... Oh, I think I'm just stepped out. Can we get some mercenaries? Oh, we don't even have mercenaries, but I don't want them to not sally out. So we'll push over there. We've got a diplomat here, so I think we were at war with them. Let's just peace out with them. Very good. And let's just build some random stuff just to stress the engine a little bit. What is all this crap? Get out of here. There we go. And end the turn. Let it cycle through one full end turn to show you guys that it does not crash. But as I said, this is one of the mods. I think because it spans such a huge theater and there's multiple campaigns, it can be a little buggy. So, like I said, guys, make sure to save probably every 5 turns if you can. But let's just do that and see if they sally out against us. Already building there. Can recruit a couple more troops here. Oh, my merchant's headed down. Or actually, no, that must have been a Venetian. They've got their fleet headed down as well. Come on, I don't have time.
Greetings.
Yes, okay. Trade with Bulgaria.
We look forward to our next meeting.
Oh, Nicaea. They're coming in. Oh, they didn't sally out. Interesting. Well, we'll just jump in. That's fine, because it'll show that we can load into the battle. So let's go ahead and go to the battle map.
This is where we shall meet the enemy. Men, bring our people honor, glory, and most of all,
Wow, that is a cool screenshot. Look at that battlefield. My goodness. Looks like a Medieval Kingdoms 1212 battlefield. But there we go, successfully loaded in. So yeah, I think I will actually cover this in maybe a few streams. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, feel free to let me know. But looks like everything is working fine. Let me also, let me know what campaign theater you would like me to try first. But I hope that this has been successful for you guys and that you are able to play as well. If you are not and you have some issues, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will try and help you out to the best of my abilities. But until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. And I will see you in the next one.